watching that. The world, I hope it stays exactly where you at.
Go ahead. Second episode. Did overpay him, but if it means keeping him to me, it's got to be Detroit. What do you mean?
The Guys Huddle.
I mean, he. Welcome back to another episode of the Guys Huddle. As you can see, we have a full house today, and Big Timmy over there. First off, obviously you guys know everybody around the room if you've watched the show, but if you haven't, we're just gonna go around and just kind of help introduce everybody. You know, we got Big Timmy over there in the far right corner. How we doing today, Big Timmy?
Very good. I'm just glad you set me the farthest away from you, so I don't deal with your ass today.
Trey, how we doing today?
I'm okay, man. I'm good.
Dot, how we doing today, man?
I'm all right.
Vaughn? Phenomenal. Yeah, I expected that out of you. K.I., old man with the cold plan.
I hate everything Ryan's going to say tonight.
You got me, myself, and you got Channing in the house. How we doing, man?
How's it going, everybody?
This is a live reaction show. We actually, watching the game currently. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today.
That nigga sounded like Jeff Foxworthy.
First thing we're gonna kind of go over. Dalton.
Yeah, let me give you your first topic. I bet you the Ravens go get Jonathan Taylor.
Ooh, that's interesting. You say that. I did see a couple of different things. Obviously, I don't think the sources are completely accurate just because, hell, he just went down yesterday. The JT could be in the future. However, if we weren't willing to pay JK, obviously, we seen something. Must have some fortune tellers or something. Especially, it's the reason running backs aren't getting paid. That specific reason right there.
Right. They could just go back to the draft and get somebody for cheap. Yeah.
Would I like JT, but not at the cost of a first-round pick or like somebody like Zay Flowers? I wouldn't like that.
The only reason I would give up JT or give a first-round pick for Baltimore for JT is hopefully your pick isn't great, and you're going to find just as good of a running back in the second round as you will the first.
Right, okay.
Is correct. So your first-round pick is usually used on something important. You guys don't need much other than interior linemen. You've got good edge rushers, linebackers, safeties, corners, quarterbacks filled. Other than receiver, you don't really need help, and you just drafted a dog. So I think your first-round pick could be pretty lenient. Lenient next year. And then if JT does do bad and you need a running back, you get one in the second round.
Can you imagine JT standing behind Lamar Jackson?
Can you imagine
the
grabbing
offenses?
a JT jersey?
Can you imagine the offenses they could play?
Ryan would buy a JT jersey immediately.
Do you know all the shit he would give Big Timmy? I'm so glad Big Timmy ain't in here right now.
I want to add this in here. If Baltimore grabs JT, it'll be the first thing on my Christmas list.
Well, I bet it will. Know what I'm buying him for Christmas.
There's no way that they could do a wildcat. Do you know what the play action would look like with Lamar Jackson and JT?
Odell would look like a flash in the past.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have to do nothing.
Right.
I didn't put much thought into what they would have to give for him, but I just thought it'd be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm sure.
No, I saw that in 3 different plays. He been talking about it all fucking day. About hey, did you guys hear that the Baltimore Ravens was thinking about getting Jonathan Taylor? Yeah, man. Yeah, we've been talking about it on the phone all day.
Football's been talked about all day for me. Channing, what's your thoughts on the JT potentially to Baltimore?
Didn't Baltimore go and get enough? Can they just stop?
I wouldn't say enough.
Of course you would.
They starting to sound like the Eagles. Hey, he's free.
Oh my God.
We'll
You
take
get a
him.
contract, and you get a contract.
We'll take him.
Before we move on to the next topic, we got some people in the comments. We got Devin Lynch that says, Jason, how about those Lions?
It was one game, okay? The Lions looked it really good, though. Their wide receiver core is very
Way
promising.
better than the Bears.
But I will say this. It was only one game. Go Bears.
His eyebrows looking a little like it's
I'm
gonna go
rooting-
away
Just
by
pointing
the-
out, he
by
says
the end of
one
this.
game, but we now have won 9 of our last 11 with Jared Goff on pace. And I'm not a Jared Goff fanatic. I'm on record of being against him, but on record to break how many consecutive passes without throwing an interception. So it's beyond one game now for the Lions.
I think Justin Fields up to 3 passes without interception.
The only thing that sucks for the Lions, in my opinion, in this Chiefs game is I think now the unpopular opinion here,
It normally is.
because I called it before. I think the Lions still win that game if Travis Kelce plays.
Man, wrong.
They made up for Travis Kelce being gone by letting them line up offsides the entire
Yeah,
game
yeah.
and hold
Bro was
Hutchinson
offsides the whole
every
time.
single play.
Damn
There
right.
was not a play where Hutch was not held on, nor did they line up offsides. They made up for
Yeah,
him.
bro had 5 steps on him every time.
But the issue with that
I know.
is everybody keeps bringing this up here, and I just don't like the conversation because we won't be able to get past this conversation until they, if they would play again next year or maybe in the Super Bowl, just because it's
Go ahead,
an
stop
FCS.
that. We know that.
No, but are the
He said,
Lions
"Go ahead and stop
doing that well, or did the Chiefs play that bad? Yes, the Chiefs played terrible. However,
The Lions offense played a lot terrible than what they're compared to as well.
I just think fuck the what ifs about the offsides and if Travis Kelce play. If we're gonna do that, if they don't even have to catch the ball, it was Tony, I believe. If he just bats that bitch to the ground and that pick six doesn't happen, the Chiefs still win the game.
It's a completely different call throughout the rest of the
That's
game.
what we're saying.
The Lions don't
What
play
if-
conservative the rest of the game at that point.
Yeah, but,
You still
but if
can't
the
make
game
that call.
script goes the same way, you know what I'm saying? If everything, because the Travis Kelce thing, you don't know what could happen. The Chiefs might have blown them out, you know?
Been on the boom
But if we're just going to go what ifs, if that pass doesn't get pick six and everything stays.
Hey man,
It's
all of
just
our
like this
viewers,
game
all
right
of our
here.
viewers know that if Travis Kelce was in that game, we having a whole different conversation. They may
You'd have to
still
come up with a
lose.
new excuse.
They may still lose.
I like
You know, on a side note, it's just like this game here that we're watching. I mean, what Aaron Rodgers did gone down the second play, this might be a completely different score.
yeah, a lot for the Jets and a little for the Bills.
Exactly.
But with that being said, the Lions, I was so happy that they knocked off the Chiefs week 1, personally. However,
Brian just hates every team with a quarterback better than Lamar.
all right, listen.
That's what I'm coming to the
Lamar
conclusion.
always
he
gets
is gonna
explain-
explain
hey.
or somebody certain. We're here.
not tell everybody at this table hates Lamar. I'm pretty sure. Kurt,
I don't personally
should.
I don't
Yeah, I was about to
personally
say you should be the one of them.
I don't
He's been on record
I don't
defending
personally hate Lamar
I'm
Jackson.
sorry. Everybody but maybe 3 people at this table.
Oh, I
Actually,
do.
this side
I'm over
of the
here.
table.
I'll wave my hand for everybody. I do.
What I want to bring up next week is we're kind of doing our weekly recap here. I think all around the league, if you look, there was only 2 teams that played spectacular, in my opinion. When I mean spectacular, the Cowboys played a great game. However, if you look on offense, it was nothing great on offense. They played overall great football from defense to special teams to offense.
running the ball.
And as much as I hate to say this, they look like the team from
Yeah.
last year.
Well, that's not even the team he's going to name is a good team, though.
The 49ers
They beat
balled out.
First of all, to all the 49ers fans,
He said,
I would want to say fabulously fuck you. Okay. Y'all beat the sleeves off my motherfucking Steelers, okay? And to all my Steeler fans out there, whatever town you live in, that local high school could have beat us this week. Okay? That's how bad.
especially if you're down south anywhere.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least you all scored a touchdown. You
Yeah.
know, Giants even scored shit against Dallas.
First of all, we scored it with our tight end, who, if anybody watched the game, the play before it, my quarterback tried to get him killed.
He left the game. I'm
He-
pretty sure.
yeah, he did. He Dallas Clarked him.
I just want
Uh,
I want to point something out real quick about those 2 teams you guys just brought up. First off, from multiple insiders on ESPN, Ryan Clark and Stephen A. Smith being one of them, The difference between the Giants and the Steelers this week is the Steelers were predicted by multiple people for some odd reason to win the division.
Yeah.
Yes, multiple people all over ESPN. If you don't believe me, look it up.
Yeah.
The Giants are not expected to win that division.
First of all, nobody care what the fuck Stephen A. got to say, man. Tell that nigga to find his hairline.
Look, all I got to say is the difference between the Giants and the Steelers is Jason's being too hard on the Steelers because the 49ers have one of the best defenses we've seen since Legion Boom.
I mean
might have the
that's
best
true.
defense
That's true, but still, like
we might have a better defense than them.
like
I'll agree with that.
So, are the Cowboys going to be your one of your two teams or no?
Me?
Yeah, you said two teams that played really good.
I think overall football, the Cowboys and the 49ers played the
Okay,
best.
I thought you were going to keep the Cowboys out of that. I was going to.
I mean, we don't really want to give them
I know, but
you know,
got to.
yeah, I mean, I'm with it. I'm with it.
We'll go around the table
We're in a
here.
cycle right now, guys. This is where they beat bad teams. That we're gonna see we them boys.
So they're
we're
gonna
gonna see.
then they're gonna beat the Eagles.
They're
And what are we gonna do?
they're
What are we gonna do then?
They're gonna fuck up in the playoffs.
Yo,
It's new
It
season.
just make it hard with the Cowboy fans because
If-
they won that game to 40-0. Now you can't tell them nothing.
Nope.
They are.
They think they're
It's
going to the Super Bowl.
it is Super Bowl, and they're gonna blow out whoever they play. If you ask one of their fans,
I gotta go to that. Is that real quick before you go on? How about the Cowboys beat them? You have to wear a Tony Romo jersey on the podcast after. I got one.
Bet. I'll take that bet.
Real quick, he's gonna be having one eyebrow with
Now,
Tony
now,
Romo.
now, here,
jersey
you ready
on.
for this? Ready for this? No, because the Bears did not play well this first game. I know it's the first game. My eyebrow stand right there.
all right.
But listen,
Vaughn, I'm
I
gonna
got
have to hit you with a
five.
timeout here. We're cutting too far in. We're going too far left. We still got a lot of right topics to go with. We will get to it.
We should pause real quick because we all know today is September 11th. We should honestly take a moment of silence, at least 30 seconds, just to remember everybody that's fallen.
And we're back. Okay, that first, we want to get a little bit back into things here. First thing I want to talk about before we bring up what we're about to talk about is the Green Olive Pub. We just want to appreciate all the sponsorships and all the opportunities you're giving us with, your local events that are going to be coming on. Soon later, we will be doing a podcast from the Green Olive Pub. Make sure you check them out. Not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, which I believe is the 23rd, they will be having a concert. It's kind of like a fall Oktoberfest kind of thing that they're going on with. They got some concerts coming in there. They get a lot of great local music artists, and they also get a lot. They got Nashville connects, so they got a lot of artists from down there as well. With that being said, we're gonna go around here real quick from everybody. I want to know your two teams you think played the best, and then after we do that,
Awesome.
we have a different around the table. We're going to ask some questions on. Shannon, I'm going to start with you. What do you think your two teams that played the best this week? And you can be biased if you would like to. However, I expect good bias opinions, not biased because it's just your team. Okay, go ahead, Chenny.
So I am going to throw out the Lions first just because they went into Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes. Whether he was missing his weapon or not, that's Patrick Mahomes. I don't think anyone's going to argue it's the best QB in the league. Very questionable calls or non-calls that were in that game, and they still pulled out. I know when they went down 14-7 going into the half of the Chiefs getting the ball back, I think everyone in their right mind counted the Lions out, and they still made it. The other team I would have to say is honestly the Cowboys, just because, look at the scoreboard. It looked like they played complete game. I didn't watch it, so I could be wrong, but from the outside looking in, it looked like they played a complete game through and through, obviously from offense to defense. So those would be my two teams.
You kind of already know my teams. Were already kind of specified it, more than once already. The 49ers and the Cowboys. That's who I had as the my two teams that played the best this week. Go ahead,
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with you. If we're just talking about sheer dominance and control of the football on both sides of the ball, I would probably have to say San Francisco, and then I would most definitely say the Dallas Cowboys totally dominated the G-men. But still a lot to be seen.
So my picks are going to be the Dolphins. Had a hell of a game. It was a fun game to watch. And then I'm going to go with the 49ers as well, as much as I hate to say it. I hate the Cowboys and I hate the 49ers, but they played a football game. So I'm not going to say the Cowboys.
Technical difficulties.
That's all right. Keep on.
But yeah, those are my picks. Just sit down.
I have to fix the mic. It's going to fall off.
All right.
You're good. Everybody can still hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
We good?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'll say the 49ers. And then I'm sure you kind of have to say the Cowboys this week. Like that was just insane. I would hate to be a
As much
Giants
as we all
fan
hate
right
to
now.
say it,
Like imagine not scoring a point season opener at home. Like that had to be just
After you just paid Daniel that
yeah, like
money.
that was just crazy.
You just paid Daniel.
I
that
watched the
money.
whole game. Like they just sent pressure the whole.
I couldn't watch it no more after halftime. It was just
Jones was on the ground the whole game.
It was raining like dog shit there too.
It was raining. It was raining.
But to me, rain makes for
I
good
know,
football.
but we already talked about this earlier. How many people dropped the ball and people dropped the ball a
That should
lot
be good,
this
yeah.
first.
Yeah,
First week.
It ain't just people dropping the ball. It's just been loose.
A lot of fumbles.
A lot of fumbles. Like I didn't think I'd see that many in week one.
Oh shit! We just got that TV, Timmy. It is 1 day old.
If he would have
Wilson
failed
out, too?
backwards.
Oh,
He's
Somebody
got
call Joe Flacco.
helmet to helmet. Look at this. Watch
what's
this.
the opposite of a lawn chair?
I had to.
Huh?
Folding chair.
A scorpion.
Yeah, Swerve. He is right.
Yeah.
Trey, who do you got for your team?
I'm torn on two, so I'm gonna start with my biased pick as the Packers because we're talking about complete games. We ran the ball with dominance, we passed it with dominance, and we played dominant defense. We didn't fold on special teams in week one. We like to do that. I didn't see any signs of that, but and I'm stuck between these two teams, and I'm gonna pick two losing teams because they played some of the best football, and that's the Colts and the Patriots. The Colts win that game without Anthony Richardson throwing a fourth quarter pick, and he's a rookie, so that's okay, in my opinion.
Upset.
Huh?
You're gonna be upset.
Why?
If the coach would have went for some,
You'll see it in about 5 seconds.
But I think the Colts played a complete game minus that interception. That'll buff out. They played great. They should have beat Jacksonville. Jacksonville is my pick. When we did our last rankings, last episode I was on or whatever, I don't know why I did it out of order. I wasn't thinking. Jacksonville is my pick to be number 1 seed in the AFC, and they almost lost to Colts week 1 with a rookie quarterback. I think that means the Colts played a hell of a game. The Patriots were, I think it was Keyshawn Boutte, 1 foot out of bounds.
It was 1 foot out of bounds.
But he was only about 1 foot out of bounds.
Yep.
So 1 foot difference, and the Patriots are knocking on a touchdown to beat the Eagles in week 1. Mac Jones threw the ball, Ryan, 54 fucking times. Mac Jones threw the ball 54 times and
He looked
completed
good,
35 of them. So take it back.
Oh, not gonna take it.
No, he honestly looked good.
take it back,
He
motherfucker.
looked good
The
throwing the
Eagles-
ball.
Downplayed to their competition.
Mac
Jones threw the
ball 54 fucking
You know, as much as I love to hear you say that, we could have fucking done way better during that game.
Yeah,
I was
you could've.
pissed the whole fucking game. We did not throw it to Dallas.
You know who else could have done way better? Or played.
Okay, hold on. We're getting into that. We're getting into that. Come on.
Oh, come on.
You know what? MJF, is that who they call it?
Hey, if that's who you want to compare it to me, I'll
Didn't the Ravens blow out whoever they played?
The most passes in one game is 69, and he threw 54 passes and completed 35 of them. That is elite, no matter who he played.
No.
You don't happen to have Lamar's numbers pulled up.
Hold on.
That is elite.
We gotta hold it lineup.
Yeah.
His knee is really
Probably
so.
25 tonight.
The next thing we're talking about.
I didn't even get to pick my teams.
Oh, go ahead, Jimmy.
You just don't want to hear me talk that bad, huh? You just gonna skip right
he
the
ain't
fuck
fucking-
over me. Yeah, I promise.
What you talking about?
Okay, so 2 good ones and 2 bad ones, right?
No, just 2 good ones for now. We'll go
Oh, okay.
I was on the way.
Um,
trying to get quarterbacks.
Am I not in the right spot? So 2 good ones, 2 bad ones, or just 2 good ones? Just 2
2
good.
good ones.
Okay. Gotcha. Sorry, you confused me a little bit. Obviously, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Obviously, you score 40 points, the other team scores 0. You're doing something right. And the 49ers, I'm not even going to put the Colts on there. They did have a good game. They're my honorable mention. I know we didn't do that, but
Dalton's got a question.
Can I change my first one? I meant to say the Browns because I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't watch the game, but I just lost a lot of money on that. So
and I honestly didn't think Brock Purdy was going to keep doing what he's doing, but he's doing it. So
Well, I think some of you guys are gonna be a little upset. Our next go around the table is the team. You name a team that you thought overperformed, as in like you didn't expect them to perform that well.
he said, "I take it back again."
Yeah, that's why I said you guys give me a team that you thought underperformed.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for this one. Do we get to start this? Do we get to start this and now work? Oh, this is a snake draft. Yeah, I was about to say that shit. I promise. Oh yeah, that's just because you want to wait till last. You don't want to hear our mouths.
This guy wants a fixed draft.
Shannon's going first. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, was that part of the script?
It was.
It got leaked.
Hey.
So the team that I think underperformed is definitely the Bengals, but it's expected at the beginning of the season with them.
Ooh,
3 picks.
My God.
Speaking of underperform, I might put the Bills in there.
Hey, no. You got I just
For
said
anyone
it.
that's not watching the game currently,
That's the second one.
Hey,
That's his
listen.
third one.
Third one.
Hey,
You
listen.
got it.
Hey,
That's his
listen.
third
That's his
one.
third one.
No way.
Trey,
Same guy has
Trey
all
is the most
interceptions.
disrespectful person.
Before any
in
of
the
these
room.
interceptions, I said
He said that
Josh
he was
Allen.
Dak Prescott 2.0.
I said Josh Allen is going to have a Dak Prescott season.
And there it is. And there's proof.
I'm just saying, if Aaron Rodgers was on the field, they'd be smoking him right now.
Exactly. That's 3 picks.
Go ahead, guys. Sorry, that was a little exciting there.
Yeah, no,
that was a
I'm-
good moment. That was worth it.
sorry, fans. The game is on, and we are sports fans. It happens, okay?
I mean, I cannot believe I said Josh Allen was better
And
than
then-
Patrick Mahomes at one point.
Right now, he don't look
That's
better than
fucking-
Zach Wilson.
No, he's
No, he
not.
looks.
it could have been forgotten. You should have never brought it up again.
You don't look as good
That's
as
not
Kirk
getting
Cousins
forgotten.
right now.
I got into that argument with EB. That's not getting forgotten.
Who's that guy?
So Cincinnati.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Cincinnati is definitely my team that underperformed. Joe Burrow struggles at the beginning of every single year. Last year he threw 4 picks at the opener, so they're my underperformers. I just expect them to get better and be better. Overperformers. Do we have to do this back to back?
Yep.
What?
You said the Cowboys?
But I'm scared to say that because I don't know. I don't know if 40-0 is a fluke. Like,
I'm not saying it's a fluke, but do you think they overachieved?
I would say that it was fair to say they overachieved.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I just want to smell what the Rock was cooking, baby. I just want to know.
but I just don't know if I would say it's like a one-hit thing. But
Okay.
We appreciate you, Dylan.
What do you do?
I will go with the Cowboys
what he
because I
did.
expect them to at least have close games in the regular season. I don't expect it to be a 40-0 every single game thing. So there you go.
wasn't that Burrow's worst game ever in the league?
Passing yards, yes, was by far.
After you pay your quarterback.
Apparently, the game afterwards is going to be miserable.
Quarterback.
I got something to say about this. Don't worry.
And he's on my fantasy team.
I just want to point something out before I give my two teams. The name Dennis Sorrow. I see he deleted all of his comments pretty quickly. He was arguing with me today on the Buffalo Bills and the Jets poll we did today. Said he wasn't going to have any turnovers today and quickly deleted all of his comments, as you can see on here. He was arguing with me that Josh Allen led the league in turnovers with 19 and said Josh Allen was right behind him, 2 behind him. I said, last time I checked, 19 minus 2 is not 12. You know what I'm saying? He was going off
I
on
saw
interceptions,
you.
but he already has 3. But
He already has 3. The week.
That guy sounds like he drinks all his drinks virgin. Non-alcoholic beer drinking
You don't need
motherfucker.
to be throwing stuff at me right now. This is not me.
Okay. So,
It's kind of tough.
my underperforming team today is the Baltimore Ravens. We played like garbage.
Hey, somebody hit the yellow button.
Lamar itself, besides the touchdowns, he had 1 interception. He completed 17 of his 22 passes, had a 75% completion rate. However, he did lead his team down to the red zone and they scored 3 touchdowns. He did not personally score them, but we are pretty rusty. I'm hoping we knock it off next game. It is
Better.
Lamar does in the whole Ravens offense hadn't played together the whole preseason. Also got a new offensive coordinator. John Harbaugh personally came out and said that they're looking to take a different approach in preseason with playing most of their starters at least some point in time throughout the game. So that was my underperforming team. My overperforming team this week, in my opinion, was the Cleveland Browns. Now, granted, everybody always dogs the Browns, and I'm personally, I will say we usually lose at least one game to them every year. But they smacked the Bengals. So I'll give credit where credit's due. That's the division games. Division games are always hard. I can't say that we couldn't go out and do the same thing, like, if we could lose against the Bengals. But that would be my overperformer this week was the Browns.
For all the years that we've all been friends, I've been wondering why all y'all wanted to punch Ryan in the face.
Figure it out, huh?
He just sat here and said his underachieving team is a team that won.
You ain't gonna like
He is so selfish.
No,
Okay. So listen. For me,
he's talking about the Ravens, though.
Underachieve is definitely my Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they play way better football than that.
Okay, I think you misunderstood what I said. I said underperformed, not underachieved.
Oh well, the Pittsburgh Steelers definitely underperformed and underachieved week one.
You guys just must be getting smacked by everybody.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
That's what I heard.
And I'm gonna have to go with Miami. I didn't think Miami was gonna show out like that. I thought that one hit with Tua and it was over.
No, he did a phenomenal job.
He came out there and he shut me up. He went out there and he put points on the board.
Okay, we see you doing that, Trey. We see.
I was just making sure that I was hearing y'all right.
You got to hit him with the
Honestly,
what?
I've been saying
I'm
it.
gonna have to go with Ryan on this and pick my own team as an underperforming team, even though we won that game. Motherfucker, I love Jalen Hurts to death, but why are you gonna throw to AJ Brown at double coverage when Dallas Goedert's wide fucking open?
Because he AJ Brown.
I get it, but still, Dallas Goedert was open so many times in that fucking game. Did not throw it to him. Threw it to him when he was covered, but no, don't want to throw it to him when he's wide open.
Man.
Dog, I was yelling at the TV so much yesterday. As much as I love my team, we could have done way better. And we have to go play the Vikings, which I know it's just the Vikings, Thursday instantly. So we got to get some shit together before then. Because if we play like that the rest of the season, we ain't doing nothing.
This is gonna be fun when it gets back around the table for our part.
But my overachieving team, I'd go with the Saints. I didn't think they were gonna look as good as they did, and they looked pretty well. I mean, they won their game, and
Who dat?
Hold on.
they had a well game.
I think someone might have said that. I don't remember who it was, but
Hey,
I had some sunglasses on.
Oh my god!
Shades.
No, I was
Robert Downey
impressed.
Jr. said it.
So yes,
No,
those are my
Jeff did,
picks.
sorry.
Iron Man.
How about you, Doc?
Underachieved. It's kind of hard again not to go with the Giants.
Is he gonna run it in?
Was that my dude right there? No,
it was
Wilson.
the quarterback. It was Wilson.
He checking that money.
Season opener, first game of the year at home, 0 points. That's just kind of embarrassing, you know what I mean? And so that's it for that. Over or what's the term?
The team that overachieved that you didn't think was gonna,
I'll let y'all hear about some more. My money I lost. I didn't think the Rams was gonna beat the Seahawks like they did.
I don't think anybody at this table.
Well, I'm
like
telling
anybody
they
at this
beat the
table.
dog shit.
Well, I would like y'all to know that Jason definitely don't believe in Geno Smith.
You don't believe in Eugene Smith?
Oh, he caught that shit.
Who is it?
That's Garrett.
That's fucking the best young receiver in the
Yeah.
league, unless you still count Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson, because they're up there with the dogs now.
This podcast is going to be sponsored by my wife when she comes up here and whoops Vaughn's ass.
That's one of him.
Hit the table.
I also didn't think the Bucks was gonna beat the Vikings. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, those are two solid
And
ones.
they're gonna lose again on
Well,
Thursday.
Hey, listen, when we're going around giving our hate speeches and our love speeches for the different plays of each team, we'll be getting around that table. And when we get around that table, it's going to be a fun conversation.
Play right there, one-handed too.
Bro had 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns last year with Zach Wilson, Mike White, and Joe Flacco. He would have been a top 3 this year with Aaron Rodgers.
They just tied the game
Let's just go
without
with the
Aaron
Brewers game.
Rodgers.
Yeah, let's just.
What? There's a flag.
It's on the
Is
extra.
that delay a
point.
game?
Extra point.
Is that delay a game? That's what this is, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Jets delay game.
Hey, shout out to Trey for knowing.
What the referee
Yeah,
side?
yeah, real talk. Like a lot of people don't know that.
Madden all the time. I get a bunch of those.
They
They
don't ever
change
play
where the
ball
clock
up there.
is, dude. They change where the clock is. I don't ever see it. It's like this big.
I promise,
now.
bro. It never fails. I always get delay game.
All right, come on with your two teams, Trey.
These are my 2 teams, but I did want to talk about it just because this goes for this whole game. The Rams overperformed and the Seahawks underperformed. Does anybody know who the Rams' best receiver was yesterday, or know how to say his name?
Chew.
Do you know? Al? Do you guys even know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His name is Puke something.
Puke something. It's the puke to Ayuk connection.
Yeah.
Hey,
But I picked him up September 5th, so nobody can say
you better hush
that I
your
didn't
mouth.
know that he was about to spaz.
That boy Ayuk from San Francisco.
I
So many fucking points.
Lord have mercy, boy.
But this man Puka,
he might be the dog of the week. That boy is.
he was a rookie. I seen him. I was looking on Twitter and I seen people looking for Rams wide receivers with Cooper Kupp out, and somebody said Buddy's a rookie. He's 6'2" and with speed. So I looked him up, and he had 10 catches for 119 yards along with Tutu Atwell. So he's now on my fantasy team. You guys don't get him. Fuck you.
Only one of your leagues.
That's fine. He's not gonna. Y'all aren't gonna be up at 4 a.m. to pick up the free
Trey.
agents like I am.
Yeah, Trey's ass kicked me out of the league.
That's not true. You didn't make the cut. You got the invite. He got the invite about 2 weeks before the league was full. But overperformed.
Everybody did.
Overperformed for me. Atlanta. I'll say it again. Atlanta, because fuck Carolina, and I told Ryan they'd be ass.
As
Not-
everybody else telling me that it's week 1.
I'm gonna say Atlanta because let's see. Kyle Pitts caught 2 passes, and
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Oh, sorry.
It's like Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts got 2 catches. Bijan caught 6 and led the team in receptions. Drake London caught. Oh wait, I'm looking at rushing. Receiving.
The disrespect on his name.
Did Bijan have the most receiving? Have the most
The
catches?
disrespect.
Yeah. So listen, how much shit would you talk earlier this year about Bijan Robinson?
Oh my God!
I mean, he still got outrushed by the rookie and
He's
got
got
out
the most
carried.
catches. They can utilize him in both places, can't they?
Now you see why I don't do PPR leagues and I got a half PPR league, because with those 6 catches, he had 27 fucking yards. That's not great. Aaron Jones had 1 catch for like 95 fucking yards. That's a receiving back. Christian McCaffrey is a
Look how
receiving
long
back.
Aaron Jones has been in the league, and Christian McCaffrey. This is Bijan's first year.
That's fine. He's not a receiving back.
Hey Vaughn,
He needs to get a workload, and he got 10 carries for 56 yards.
He is.
That is not a
But what you saying?
that is not a first round pick in fantasy.
Big Timmy, what's your teams?
Let's move it over here.
He leads top 5 in running backs right now.
You're moving the mic on.
Well, I gotta move it over here so you can hear me. So stuff for overachieving, right? Overachieving and underachieving.
Overperformer and underperformer.
Okay. My overperformer was the Colts, actually, even though they lost. I honestly expected to go to that game and us to lose by at least 20 points.
Everybody
So
give
for
a
us to
round-
only lose by 10.
Everybody give a round of applause for Big Timmy's Colts.
All right. All right.
I just had to.
I got something special for you. My underachieving team would be the Ravens. Because Lamar Jackson looked like dog shit or bird shit, particularly bird shit.
How many yards did he have?
Ooh.
169,
Ooh.
17.
How much?
completed
Wait.
passes.
What about Mac Jones?
How much was his contract?
Also, Anthony Richardson had more passing yards than
How
that.
much was his contract, Ryan?
How many yards did he have?
169.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
All right. How much?
Oh,
was his
Anthony Richardson
contract?
had 178. Did he have a rushing touchdown?
Look right there, it is for sure.
No rushing touchdowns. Oh, Anthony Richardson had one of those too. How about a passing touchdown?
You see a fourth?
169
Oh,
passing yards.
Oh shit, you dumbass!
Woo!
touchdowns did he have?
That ball's fumbled.
Oh,
Jets
not more
got the
than
ball
Justin
back.
Yeah. Okay. Question: did Justin Fields win the game? No. Did Anthony Richardson win the game? No. Did Mac Jones win the game?
Lamar Jackson didn't win the game.
Yeah, his team.
His team won the
Lamar
game.
Jackson.
By the way,
Led
Jets
them down
just
to
got the
the red
ball
zone
back,
and
and it's
handed the ball
13-13.
And when we got to the red zone, we had to hand the ball off because he don't know how to finish the job.
Now they fighting.
5 passes missed the whole game.
So he led them down the field with 17 passes.
Yeah.
Every time.
Here we go.
Ran
Love division
Ran the
games.
ball.
100. What is his contract? How much? How many?
About as many yards as
About as many. Right. That's right.
Yeah. I swear.
But he hate Joe Burrow.
They on his.
Anyways,
the quarterback that they named that just won this week.
also, he's still on my under.
His life right now.
The only reason you won is because you
Look at
played
that
the
shit. Look,
Texans.
look.
That's literally the only reason. Trey, what other team would you have
Knock
won
that shit
against?
out.
None of them. The
Oh,
Colts
there
would beat
goes.
you with that kind of performance.
Well, we play week 3, Big
Don't
Ten.
worry. Don't worry.
So moving on.
He threw a pick too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No way.
Fields had a better game than
Anthony
us.
Richardson had a better game than that.
But he lost, so it doesn't count in Ryan's.
No, I'm not saying that, but y'all,
That's
y'all
what
was
you
on
just
his
said it.
Y'all was on his up. I'm just saying.
Oh, I only paid. Was we supposed to do 2 or 1?
Speaking of losses,
Shh.
since we're gonna bring this up, here,
Madden curse is
Zach.
back, y'all.
Hey, was I supposed to pick 2 teams or just 1?
you were
Pick 2.
Okay, that's all. I'm just making sure I met the requirements.
first big loss we're gonna talk about. Just since we're bringing up L's, why don't we just go ahead and put them all on the table? The Bengals, week 1. Is anybody worried at the table?
I'm not worried.
I don't think anybody's worried except for your ass.
No. Can we get a show of hands? If you're worried about Joe Burrow, raise your hand. If you're not worried about Mean Joe, raise your hand.
Look who didn't raise their hand, Ryan. Oh, he
I mean-
finally raised it.
I mean, he ain't really worried about him. He just happy.
I gotta run in my mouth.
He's
my
got to.
job.
Deshaun Watson had a better game than Lamar Jackson.
Mac Jones had a better game than Jalen Hurts.
Did anybody see me promote Lamar Jackson having a great game? No. Okay, I didn't think so.
No, but look, hold on. This is what I always have.
I
a
just
problem
don't like
with.
how happy
You didn't
you are.
promote him having a good game.
Yeah.
But how are you going to trash other quarterbacks for their bad games when your quarterback had a horrendous one?
Because I want the hate equally.
And I'm giving the hate equally.
I didn't hear not one person dogging Joe Burrow today.
Joe
Joe
Burrow,
Burrow
is
has
not
an
a-
excuse.
He's not even
What's your quarterback's
100%.
excuse?
They both didn't play preseason. They both came off an injury.
Your quarterback did not come off an injury.
Yes.
Your
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah, real
you
talk.
can-
Shout out to Brees Hall. Yeah.
Brees Hall did not just come off an injury. It's his first game back from injury. He didn't just come off it. He's been fully healed all summer fucking long. Lamar Jackson has been healthy for half a calendar year. He's not. That doesn't mean he's coming off an injury.
Oh my God.
Shout out Brees Hall, bro.
Hey, I got a question. Is Calvin Ridley coming off an injury?
No.
No, but it's his first game back, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, same thing.
But-
Same energy.
Is
Same energy.
They're both
Is Michael
coming off
Thomas
injury.
coming off injury?
Who?
Lamar and Joe Burrow.
Lamar Jackson is not coming off an injury.
It's his first game back from injury. Is it or is it not?
It's his first game back to football.
You don't be
Is
technical,
his
then it's
first
not
game
first.
back.
You're taking this out of context because it's your quarterback.
Okay, well, all right.
Joe Burrow was hurt last night. Your quarterback hasn't been hurt in 6 months.
Correct. We
Your
also-
quarterback has practiced to full extent game time.
It is week 1.
Huh?
It is week 1. Name me 5 offenses that just played phenomenal week 1.
There was offenses that played good.
Can we name the play?
Five offenses that played phenomenal.
Okay, ready?
Okay,
Ready?
Dallas.
49ers.
Yep, Dallas.
Unfortunately,
Niners,
Dallas.
Packers,
Go ahead.
Miami.
Patriots, Miami, Chargers.
Yeah, he's got 6. They all played fucking
Hey,
Phenomenal
Hey,
games.
they didn't put up a
Great
bunch of.
game.
Hey, no. You ready? They didn't put up a lot of points. The Raiders played a phenomenal offensive game. Phenomenal
points, bro.
phenomenal
It's
offensive
week
game.
1.
A 17
I'm
point
gonna tell you
score
what y'all told me
with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
No. You gonna tell them what I've been telling you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it right back to you. It's week 1. It's a whole new offense. It's all new weapons. You think it all comes together on week 1? Is that how it's supposed to work?
It's supposed to look better than a 50% quarterback.
He completed 75% of his passes.
Can
You
you?
only threw 22 for 7 yards a pop.
I'm just saying. What's his completion rating, guys?
It's not hard when you throw
Did he
20
lead-
passes.
Did he lead
Hey.
his team to the end zone?
Not Joe Burrow. Fucking Mac Jones threw what 60 something with 54 passes. That's impressive. You throw a handful of passes. You threw 5 passes a quarter. You threw 5 passes a quarter, and you have a good
crazy.
and you have a good completion rating. I'm not impressed.
No. Look at the time of possession. Look at the time of possession.
You had the ball a whole lot more?
No.
Okay, that's even worse. You can't get your offense to stay on the fucking field because you're throwing 7 yards of completion and running for 3 yards of carry.
Okay. Anyway,
It looks really bad because it is really bad.
it's week 1.
Your quarterback played like shit,
Thank you.
I never said he played
Shake
great.
my hand, please. Thank you. It's week 1.
but your quarterback
Right,
played like
thank you.
shit, right?
Thank you.
New offensive coordinator. Did Joe Burrow?
Hey, this is week 1.
He's hurt. That's a difference.
Okay, so it's his
We're all
first
geeked
impact.
about football right now.
Can't you tell?
It's he didn't play any preseason games.
Hold on. Let me break it down. Let's not go point, and then let's start with one. He had a new offensive coordinator. You're a professional. You're like what, 27 years old? You're like 6 years in the league. You should be able to learn a system healthily in a 6-month off season, 8 months off season that you had because you didn't play half a fucking last season. You've had this offensive coordinator all off season. You've been fully healthy, practicing in full pads. You should have the system down. Joe Burrow can't perform because he can't play because he's not healthy. That's an excuse. That's a real excuse. He cannot
Okay,
physically.
so
Your
week
quarterback
2,
is.
we beat the Bengals.
And Joe Burrow's not healthy. I would say unless Lamar has
If he's not healthy, he shouldn't be playing.
You're right, but it's his choice. He's a grown man and he has to play. Who's their backup? You got to try. You have to try to win games. You're in a tough division. You can't afford to miss games. You can't afford to lose any game.
Again.
But so that's going to be continuing all year. He's going to be
Hey,
hurt
if
because
Zeke
he
doesn't.
No, probably about 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks because he was supposed to come back in week 4 or 5.
We'll see.
So if what's his face?
Zeke Elliott doesn't fumble up ball, the Patriots probably won that.
If Keyshawn Booty could toe drag,
Yep, if he would have told
because he did that twice.
Next topic, because we can talk about this for hours.
Lamar played like shit.
Listen,
gave
y'all
Lamar
keep
50
gunning for
like
Lamar. I'm telling you what. I
You
told
want
you
the
he
hate-
played bad. I told you.
Yeah. Okay. So where do you want the hate to be equal? Because it doesn't belong on Joe Burrow. The hate
Joe
can't
Burrow
be
played
equal
bad.
there. Yeah, but he's hurt.
Then he shouldn't be playing.
You're right, but he has a legitimate
If he was
excuse.
physically unable to
Hey, guess
perform.
what? He wants
Doctors
to
wouldn't let him out
healthy
there.
He's not going to sit on the bench even though he's fully healthy.
Why'd Lamar have an off season last year? He was hurt, right?
Yeah.
No excuse. He played.
What do you mean?
He played. So he had a bad year last year.
I'm saying, if Lamar was good to go, he would have been out there.
Huh?
If Lamar was good to go, he would have
All
been
right,
out
go
there.
to the next subject
Let's go to
because
the
I'm
next
tired. I'm
subject.
tired of hearing about
Cowboys.
Lamar Jackson.
Are the team to beat? Yes or no?
No.
I'm not gonna. I don't want any of Eagles fans' opinion on this.
There's
I'll-
a cycle.
If we going off of just from week 1
Just,
stats,
no, this is from week 1.
I'm using Trey shit. If we going off of week 1 stats, I'm going to say no.
No, we'll talk about that. We'll literally be here all day arguing.
I feel like Frisco could beat them.
My quarterback trade. I understand.
Yeah. So listen, they also played the Giants, so they're not the team to beat.
You know what I'm really going to
I mean, yes, they had a hell of a game, defense, offense, and special teams. They played a great game, but they played the fucking Giants in the pouring ass rain.
Giants were a playoff team last year.
They
They
won,
also played.
they won a game in the playoffs last year.
Do you know who they beat?
Bro, I'm telling you, I told you.
Hawks was
Hey,
it?
look up Anthony Richardson real quick. I'm just curious.
Was it the Seahawks?
I thought it was the Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the Vikings. The Vikings. Who'd they lose to?
Baker Mayfield.
Exactly.
Almost identical.
Y'all are hating on Baker Mayfield, and
Lamar?
I've been on the Baker Mayfield train.
Well, it's this
No, I'm just saying they lost to Tampa. I don't have Tampa going anywhere.
Hey Doc, you could have been the quarterback of Tampa Bay with all that talent and put up 24 fucking points. I don't want to keep hearing this Baker Mayfield shit. He is Tim Tebow reincarnated. Okay,
Tudano.
Hey, you know what's not going to happen, though? He ain't going to beat the Steelers like
you
that.
better believe it.
Channing are the Cowboys.
Fuck you for bringing that up. That still burns. The Tim Tebow beat
I
up.
don't want to make a prediction like that on week 1.
Well, I'm just going off what we've seen from week 1.
If we're doing week 1,
And then with the overreaction Monday.
Say yes, just because 50-0, but I don't think you can make
I need to touch
a whole season judgment call on some like a team.
I just mean they
to
made a
beat in one
statement.
week.
It was Sunday
Are
night
you
football.
gambling?
Yeah,
No, but he's on one of my fantasy
They made the
teams.
biggest
Oh, the
statement.
way you root for
Nah.
this, I thought you was like Doc.
I just
thought
think-
you had some bread on.
No, I don't bet. I don't bet.
I always have bread on everything.
Money on the Super Bowl.
Hold on.
Oh shit! I just
No, not you.
no, I know.
We were trying to go.
You can't hear him.
I just think this whole week 1 is just weird to me. Like Dallas is America's team again. Fucking Chiefs lost to the Lions. Fucking Joe Burrow, highest paid player in was NFL history, just lost to
It was a
fucking
weird
Browns.
Yeah.
to the Robert Kraft.
Aaron Rodgers comes out, 3 plays, done for. Like it's just, but
Josh Allen looked like Dak Prescott.
I would say for every team, like if I'm an NFL team, yeah, all right, I'm gonna show. If I'm playing the Cowboys, I'm gonna show everybody, the world, that was just, they got lucky. They played the fucking Giants, like, you know what I'm saying?
But do the Cowboys, because they defense is lit.
They
defense lit as shit.
But they did look good. But
if they play a team like Miami, do they apply that much pressure with an offense that can roll, or do they just look good like that against Daniel Jones?
They had a good first game
against Daniel Jones.
Wait, you talking about their defense?
The whole
Yeah,
team.
no, what I'm saying is if they played a team that had like a high powered offense, you know what I'm saying?
That defense is shutting down the Lions. That defense is legit.
What, the
I would
Chiefs?
take that bet.
Nobody's talking about he's talking about the Cowboys.
Have a good luck throwing against the Gilly Lock and Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, Gilly Lockins.
They can run man all game, no problem.
Even though he was old, they stole him from the Colts.
Crazy.
They stole
That's
him.
crazy. They
We're gonna
can
find out this year.
And look, with the ability to run man all game long with them too. Maybe not all game long, of course, because Gilly's gonna
They
get
ain't
tired.
getting
Andy's a
anywhere running
slot.
the ball. Or
Andy's a
not,
slot.
not the Lions, but the Cowboys wouldn't be getting anywhere running the ball.
Why wouldn't they?
No, I will
Aiden-
take that bet right now with the Cowboys. Though we play them this year, I'll take that bet.
I bet they do great against your offense. They're not gonna shut anybody down because
I'll
that just
take-
don't happen in the NFL.
listen. First of all,
I'll
Tony
take
Pollard
that
was a
bet.
solid
We
pickup.
score over 20 points.
Me too.
I don't think that.
Tony Pollard was a
Take that
solid
bet back.
pickup in fantasy football for
I
anybody.
got auto drafted Austin Eckler and Tony Pollard. They both scored 25 apiece.
But Dallas' defense is legit because with the ability to run all that man coverage, they can send the house and you gotta block somebody.
It's all because of Parsons.
You can send the house at them.
Fucking Parsons brings so
Parsons
much
needs to
heat.
be-
Someone is
He
going
is an
unblocked.
Eagle.
Someone
Just
will
saying.
go unblocked because they're gonna double Parsons. So if you send the house, someone's going unblocked.
Is he better?
Trey, what was so are the Cowboys the team to
Georgia?
beat?
No, the Niners are
Big Timmy?
easy.
49ers?
They were the
Right
team
now,
to beat
for
before the
Rams.
season.
Aaron Donald?
Yeah.
With the
Is he
statement
better?
they made.
Yeah. Is Parsons
I'd-
better
I'd
than
have-
Donald?
Yeah, I mean,
He's good. He's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love
I'm out to go the 49ers still.
Cowboys fan at all.
I'm out to go the 49ers still.
They were the team.
Only because they beat a better team. They beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's definitely better than the Giants.
They made Pittsburgh look like they did improve in the offseason. They did.
I love how Ryan, every team that's in our division, he is such a hater of his own division that anytime somebody gives props to anybody in his division that ain't the Baltimore shit rats.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I give props to the Browns this week.
Why are you calling them the shit rats? That's funny. I saw someone call them the rat birds today.
Real quick here before we move to our next topic, we got some comments coming in. We got Harold says Jets defense is legit.
Yes, they are.
They've been playing a hell of a game.
Whitehead.
Caleb
for
Day says-
Defensive Player of the Week.
Joe Burrow played like ass. Browns D held Higgins to 0 yards. Browns came to play. Bengals shrugged them off because they're the Browns.
Yeah, wait till they play next.
Elves.
Caleb says if it's Lamar's fault Joe Burrow got hurt, or is it Lamar's fault Joe Burrow got hurt? No, he says. Apparently Mahomes won a Super Bowl on a tweaked ankle. Burrow could have done better.
In steroids.
First of all, they tweaked that. I don't care what nobody say. He went in at halftime, came back out.
He got the best drugs known to man and come right back up. I promise.
Caleb also says Mac was dotting us up. He's an Eagles fan, correct?
They gave his foot
Yeah.
an epidural.
Mac was not.
They said, we'll see you at the end.
Like I said, as much as I hate to say it, Mac played a better game than Jalen Hurts.
Mac who?
Mac Jones.
Oh, okay. I was making sure because Ryan said he was trash.
Out of the two Alabama quarterbacks that played well, I mean,
I
fucking
will.
Tua and fucking
If
Mac Jones.
we can
did a
have
hell
this
of a job.
conversation week 8 if you would like me.
And
to,
it's still
I'll
going to be the
bring up
same
Mac
thing,
Jones.
bro.
Mac Jones is
Mac Jones is better than what you give him credit for.
They're fucking
I'm just saying, if you have a defensive coordinator as your offensive coordinator, you're going to do terrible.
We got a couple more on here. We got our next topic is thing we're going to talk about is the Lions take down the Chiefs. We haven't actually got to fully discuss that here, because obviously we didn't get to have a show on Thursday night. The Lions take down the Chiefs. I just want to give a round of applause for the Lions. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but not fully.
I wasn't clapping for the Lions. I was clapping for the Steelers and the Browns on Monday Night Football.
My eyebrow is sick so far. Jason's is not.
Jason, how do you feel about the Lions taking down the Chiefs? Me personally, being in the AFC, I love it. I love the other teams knocking off the Chiefs to make them go down.
First, no, I don't hate the Chiefs.
Brian's got so much hate for everybody.
Everybody
my
is a
thing-
staple that's not an
listen,
NFL fan.
my thing is this.
Woo!
My thing is this. I like a change of pace. We've been seeing Patrick all the time. It's Patrick.
I'm here all day.
To see him kind of look Channing, to kind of make him look like human. Like this game, he looked at human. Any other time, he looked like a superhero. But this past week, he looked at human. And that's
I'll have my cape with me.
that's weird for Patrick Mahomes. So, I mean, shout out to Detroit. They played a hell of a game. Trey, what's that boy name that you drafted in every league?
Armand St. Brown.
Dog.
What would you say Dan Campbell's Patrick Mahomes' is kryptonite? Lex Luthor?
Man, that is his Lex
Way
Luthor.
too early.
This man said, I eat
Trey,
ostrich eggs for breakfast.
I know you're the cape on Patrick Mahomes.
Science.
Or you're the cape on Patrick Mahomes for Superman. So what's your take on that?
I'm sorry.
His receivers dropped a bazillion passes,
They did.
and I think he played pretty well without Travis Kelce.
Oh, there's a flag.
There was a ridiculous amount of drops. I felt like he was making plays. I know at the end of the game, that play on fucking 4th and 25 looked like it was about to be a goddamn completion. Motherfucker still dropped the ball.
Yep.
How do you go for it on 4th and 25 and it looks promising, then you drop the ball?
Pass interference.
I will say this, and I've seen a lot of different people talk about this. I've seen it stitched.
very controversial.
So Patrick Mahomes played a great game. Well, obviously, we've seen his wide receivers couldn't catch the ball if you even tossed it to him, if it was coach's pitch, if
He
you will.
looked human.
Now I've seen multiple Cowboys fans come in here and comment on some videos I was watching.
We have never had a Cowboys fan on the show.
Yeah, I did say they're going to win.
I mean,
Super
like,
Bowl.
Okay, my bad.
I was watching some TikToks, and they pulled up a lot of similar stats for Dak Prescott. And so, does Patrick Mahomes play great and the receivers just didn't catch the ball? Is that the same way we look at it if it was Dak Prescott and he was throwing the ball and the wide receivers just weren't catching it?
You got to look at how many times the receivers actually dropped the ball.
Right, and that's they were stitching it, pulling up the the stats, and obviously I didn't get to watch the actual gameplay footage, but they did pull up a number of how many drop passes were for the game. But I didn't get to see individually.
Top of that, how many times did Dak throw it and someone intercepted though?
Well, that wasn't. We'll get to that. What's your guys' thoughts, Dalton? I know you said you were looking kind of like you had something to say there.
I just thought he was going from. I was figured I was next. You know what I mean?
No, you're good. I just want to know if that's the same hate we're getting, or is that the same praise you're getting? You know what I'm saying? As far as Patrick Mahomes, he threw the ball to the receiver, so there was no doubt about that.
8 drops is what I just found.
I mean, it's
Butter
like one per
fingers.
drive. Channing, you were watching the game. I'm sure you saw.
But there's some different. Sometimes a player can we see drop the pass. But if there was defense, they're not gonna rule it a drop.
Hey, who was
But
that?
there was 8 blatant drops.
Who was that threw what quarterback was it threw that perfect pass and it bounced off his receiver's hands?
That was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, perfect pass and pick six.
Pick 6.
Yeah.
It also happened to
With
Trevor
that
Lawrence.
rookie over there at the Lions.
You was
I'm
going
patiently
nuts.
waiting my turn.
Go ahead.
For the Lions thing.
Patiently waiting.
For the Lions game thing. Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking
he
about?
waiting. Yeah, he's the
Oh.
only motherfucker I ever met that was a Lions
I
fan.
was picking him to go last because I know he's gonna have a lot.
My opinion.
Bit of a-
I know I was kind of like shit talking to him earlier, like, well, the Chiefs lost to the Lions. But I mean, shit, if Kelsey's in the game and those drop passes didn't happen, no, I don't think that they win. Like even the commentator was like, you couldn't have thrown that ball any more perfect. It just literally slipped through his hands.
Passes were on point.
But yeah, I think the Lions are a real good team, and they definitely look nice. They won, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, but I don't think that they win with what I said not happening and having Kelsey.
Trey, we kind of heard from you. Where you want to add anything to that before Big Timmy gave us a little pep talk there?
I'm trying to find this. Kadarius Toney had the lowest wide receiver grade.
Oh yeah, he had -1 yards on how many targets?
Bro, he had -1 receiving yard, or -1 rushing yard and 1 receiving yard. So that equals out 0 yards. He had 6 points allowed as a wide receiver because Though that pick six went on his shit for points allowed. I'm trying to find it.
While you're trying to find
But it's the lowest one since 2018. I was trying to find out how close it was to
Big
being the
Timmy.
highest
It
ever.
boils down to you saying that he was the worst wide receiver possible.
Bro, like in history that
Yeah, I
game.
mean that's facts.
That's one of the worst wide receiver
Bro,
games in
anybody
history.
could have did better than him. Literally. Oh,
Me.
Josh, don't you do
Y'all
it.
do it again?
Oh.
Oh,
We
man.
going in.
Man, I thought I saw Dak on the field.
All right, Big Timmy, you got anything to say on the Lions and the Chiefs?
Oh, you skipped me.
We'll get
No,
we'll get back.
I think the Lions would have won with Kelsey, even if Kelsey was on the field.
I personally had them winning.
I mean,
before
only.
see that.
I mean, if I got to pull the video up on a big screen for everybody, the offensive tackle was lined up 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage every single play. And at the very, very end on 3rd and long, they finally called it and made it 4th and 20.
I want to know how
They
do you
didn't call him on the being out of position though. They called him on false start.
Yeah, I was like, of course it's a false start.
Yeah, he's 5 feet.
And it was against Aiden Hutchinson, so that's their best pass rusher on the line, anyways, I believe. And if you got 5 steps on them and you can drop back into your stance and guard your quarterback, I'd do it too. It ain't cheating unless you get caught. But damn, it took them long enough to catch them.
Yeah.
Channing?
Oh, wait, pause. I haven't got to talk yet. No, but Channing must be last. You gotta let him be last. It's his team.
Aaron, go ahead.
All right, so listen. So I wanted the Lions to win anyways. I have an eyebrow bet on this whole fucking season. So obviously I need the Lions to do well this season. But I even like Timmy said, I think even with Travis Kelce playing, I think the Lions still win that game. Obviously Dan Campbell's a hell of a coach. He did a great job. But everybody else said, I mean, Patrick Mahomes looked human. He didn't look like Superman in this game. He did throw some hell of passes, but people just can't catch. You got to have everybody there to do what they're supposed to do. Heard all offseason. Patrick Mahomes can throw to anybody. Blah blah blah. Hey, I said Mahomes. I fixed my.
He
sentence.
did throw to anybody.
Yeah, but they just can't catch the ball. I mean, you got to have these people be able to catch as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy they won. I mean, my eyebrows were happy they won. And you know what? Jared Goff looked better than Justin Fields. So there you go. I know it's just week 1. I'm just saying.
Didn't the rookie score?
What
Rice?
quarterback would you take if you was starting your team right now?
Right now?
Justin
Has a
Fields,
horrible record and has a
Justin
horrible
Fields,
playoffs,
or-
has a winning record.
or
I
do
missed
you?
that?
No way. That was so close.
Oh, that was it's been a few of those this week too. A few doinks off the goalpost.
All right, we got Channing up next. Go ahead,
OT.
Channing. We've been waiting for this rebuttal.
Y'all ain't gonna expect this.
So my question is for all the people that keep on bringing up all the problems the Chiefs had. If the roles were reversed and the Lions lost that game due to their receivers dropping, would we be having any kind of conversation?
Hell yeah,
Other
the
than
Lions got
Chiefs
better
won.
receivers. I'd be real disappointed in their
The Lions
receivers.
have nobody but St. Brown at the moment.
They picked someone up.
He's currently
Now
better.
you're looking it up because you
Yeah,
can't.
'cause
He's currently
That proves that point. You
he's-
got to look it up.
he's currently better than every receiver on.
But the fact is
Kansas
everyone
City.
is so used to the Lions' past that they cannot accept the fact that the Lions did something.
You can't accept
You-
it.
I'm accepting it right now.
Yeah, like it's like they listen. Everybody, like you said, that's 100% right. Everybody that's a football fan
Just can't comprehend it. Which is factual.
who is my age, who's 40 on down, have never seen the Lions
This
excel.
is a game the Lions would have always lost 99.100% guaranteed.
Yeah,
It's not even a question.
They're on
But the fact is, ever since Sheila took over, it has been completely different. She got rid of Patricia, was her first thing that she did.
That was the best thing.
So obviously, she right off the bat knew what she was doing. Got rid of the whole front office and brought in a proven Brad Holmes, who has done nothing but hit on every single draft piece that he has done. The only person he has drafted that's not on the team is because of an injury that he's not on the team, and that was a player this year. The guy knows what he's doing. We all thought Campbell was batshit crazy on his first interview, talking about biting people's kneecaps. But when you look at this game that we just had, you're telling let's think about last year. If I would have told you that the Chiefs would have had to literally get away with offsides the entire game in legal formations, get held the entire game, and still lose, and people still have to make excuses, what would you have told me if I said that last year? You would have said I was batshit crazy.
No, because last year I didn't think they was going to win the Super Bowl. If we would have been having this podcast last year, I'd have been
So you're saying if I would have said
my
they
foot
played
in
the
my
Lions, the Lions could have beat them with them essentially having the refs help them the entire game. You're saying you would have believed that?
I wouldn't believe that.
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But would
It
you
is time to accept it.
would you believe that at the end of the year you guys win 5 games? That wouldn't shock any fucking body because it's Detroit.
That's what I'm saying. It's time for
Like-
all of us, including me. My point is getting to this. Is Detroit? It's time to say that they're serious.
Listen, that has yet to be seen.
They're yet to be seen. Yet
listen,
9 of their last 11.
Listen, these guys.
Highly
This is the
improved
same
defense.
team who shitted on Barry Sanders. This is the same team that shitted on
That was the
Megatron.
same team. There's literally not a single front office person that's in that building.
Hey, listen. I have to see it. They are. I've
9 out of 11 games.
And did they go to the playoffs last year?
They were supposed to be eliminated from
Did
1 to 6.
did they fucking go to the playoffs? They won 9 of the 11 games, but didn't go to the.
People like you were calling for their heads, and they were not eliminated.
First of all, we can't talk about my team. We have been excellent for 40 fucking years, bro. Sorry, we haven't had a losing season forever. So that's what it would be like if we have a losing season this year. That would be like you guys beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Like that's.
I think
if we go off of history, it's just like.
I think we can agree that nobody expected the Lions to beat them, but people need to watch out for the Lions now because
they're gonna have to listen until they show us.
I mean, they did. They
just
really
beat the
did.
Super Bowl champs.
They just
with
beat
the refs holding their hand.
Listen.
I'm gonna hit y'all with it's still week 1, all right.
Listen.
I like the Lions. I'm cheering for them.
Listen, last year the Chiefs went fucking 1-3 the first 4 weeks. Okay,
the Colts beat them with Matt.
They went 1-4, bro.
Yeah, that's
and won the championship.
Somebody said that they thought the Chiefs were gonna beat the Lions and the Jets, or maybe they said they thought they were gonna beat the Jets because they thought they were gonna lose to the Lions.
The Lions because they were gonna lose to the Jets.
Yeah, and they said that. Somebody told me they had to beat the Lions because they're going to lose to the Jets and they're not going to start 1-3.
You don't know the definition
like
of cry, apparently.
And fucking they started 1-3 last year, so why can't they this year?
If Kansas City had anybody else besides Travis Kelce to catch the ball, they wouldn't be in that much problem, but they still would have lost that game.
Talking about.
Well, okay. Best thing I could put it is it is week 1. However, you can't discredit the Lions for beating the Chiefs.
We are not discrediting them. We're just saying Chiefs at full power.
Let me finish. I don't give a fuck if they're in full power or not. You cannot discredit the Lions for beating the Chiefs.
So you're saying the Chiefs need to be full power with the refs' help to beat the Lions?
I don't think they won because they're the better team.
No,
I think they won because of what happened.
And they beat the Super Bowl.
Does anybody know this game's in overtime right now?
I was about to say for everybody who don't know, the Jets and the Bills game is in OT right now.
Bills get ball.
Without Aaron Rodgers.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
moving
without
on to our
Aaron
next topic.
The Bills have the ball?
Bills just got
Bills
the
have
ball.
ball.
This would be a flood with Rodgers.
Next,
never.
0-4 in overtime. Oh shit, Madden curse is gonna happen to him real quick.
next topic, our last topic before the game ends here. Rookie performances.
I thought it was gonna be Will Justin.
Yeah. I mean, I got mines. All day. It's not even a question for me.
Big Timmy.
Anthony Richardson. Go ahead. Continue.
I knew he was about to say that.
Trey.
All right, Trey.
Jordan
Oh,
Addison.
no. Start.
Dog.
No, I need a second.
Hater, first game.
Go to
I'm just kidding. But it is Anthony Richardson. He scored 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. 178 yards passing.
And an injury.
Bro, it's a Bruce.
Who was your rookie?
He's going to go this way.
No,
Okay. Trey, who you got?
He's waiting. Trey already said Jordan Addison.
Oh, okay. All right. Now,
we'll go to Channing, and then we'll go this
no.
way.
Skip Doc because he wanted to go. You go. You want me to go?
Oh, confusing the hell. out of
Listen, first of all, Bijan Robinson.
That's what I was fucking gonna say was Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson. So put some
So
fucking
much
respect
shit
on
we
his
heard on
name.
this podcast about this man. He gonna do phenomenal things in Atlanta.
Who said that Bijan Robinson wasn't going to do good in Atlanta?
That's it. One person.
It was only one person.
I never said he
I
wasn't
didn't
gonna
say
do
it. You said
It's
everybody.
Sean Robinson. I said we heard so much shit is what I said.
Trey didn't think he was a 3rd round fantasy pick.
And the guy who is supposed to be benched because of Bijan still had a better game. Lay it to rest.
Yeah.
The sophomore had a better game than the rookie. Had more carries, more yards.
That's
and
because
2
they kept.
touchdowns.
That's because first of all, they stole 2 of those touchdowns from Bijan. Bijan was down in the red line after he just break loose for a 38. You get to the red line
For
and
38.
for a 30 yarder that he broke loose for, and then you give the
30
ball.
yarder.
You give
He
it
only
to
had 27 receiving yards and 56 rushing yards.
what play did he break loose and got to the red zone?
He
They
had a
took him
20
fresh out and put out. What's his name?
Algier. He
Yeah,
had
they
a
put
21-yard
Algier.
rush. That was his longest one of the day. Hey, 21-yard rush.
Hey, listen. But still,
Algier had a 22-yard
hey,
rush.
listen. Still, if I get to the red zone, if I get us to the red zone, why the fuck you take me out to put in?
The more versatile running back.
No, he's not.
What was
You can't honestly. You don't feel that. You know what? You doing that shit for the views. You doing that shit for the views. You don't mean that.
Let's look at Algier's rookie stats.
This is factual.
1,000.
They're running-
He ran for 1,000. I already know he ran for 1,000.
You guys want to hear an interesting stat?
Come on with it.
Rookies' first games.
Okay.
All right. Jonathan Taylor's first game, he had 9 carries.
Has more than any rookie running back their first game.
No, Bijan had 10.
Winning the game right
He had
now,
10?
guys.
Bijan just-
Jets just
That was-
won the
that was a
game.
punt- That was a kicker or punt return.
No.
That was a horrible way to lose.
I gotta
I
watch
don't think that was a
replay.
pass.
No, I think it was a field goal.
J
It was 4th and
E
12.
T S.
Jets.
So
No,
he had- he had 10
that
he had
without
10
Rodgers
carries.
right now.
They did
Hey,
that
I
without
changed my
Rodgers.
underperform to the Bills.
Hold on.
It's official.
I second that.
It's official.
Okay, real quick. You said Bijan had 10?
10 carries yesterday.
Was it 10 carries?
Everybody agree and
No, he
say
had 10
I.
carries, 6 catches.
Because this did come out before.
Yeah,
They
probably.
played.
Yeah, before yesterday, I would assume.
Well, no, it literally just came out. Like, I don't know.
You shouldn't know that.
Wait, it locked on me.
Jets just beat the Bills in
Brees Hall
OT.
had 6. So add him to the list. We'll add Robinson. So that's 10, right? So far, he has had the most. Derrick Henry, 5 carries.
Are you
Kenneth
about to bring
Walker,
up Jameer
4.
Gibbs? Is that where we're going?
Nick Chubb is 3. No,
I thought he had a good game.
no, I'm just saying rookies don't get a lot of carries in their first game.
Oh no, you're good. You just.
But John still had a fucking
He
touchdown.
pulled out.
No, I thought
Nasty
that's figured it out.
I mean, I
Nasty.
can make
Yeah.
a case for having.
Oh, I'm
Gibbs,
not-
but I'm saying.
I'm not arguing with you. I just saw you hit him
Let's
the
watch.
phone, so I thought.
No, that's just.
Bro,
rookie
it was a
running backs
fucking
just
punt
don't do
return.
well.
It was a punt return.
Yes.
Punt return.
I heard you.
I said they're about to win the game.
Oh man.
No way,
Walk off punt return.
That was
That's
just
like
waves.
Sean Jackson.
Go Jets.
Yeah.
Who did it? Who is that?
Gibson.
I don't know, but he's MVP of the game.
Yeah.
No. Whitehead's MVP of the game.
Yeah.
So,
3 interceptions.
Yeah, he got 3 interceptions. Yeah.
so now he's the reason I lost my parlay. The Jets won, but Alan Lazard didn't score.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
should have put. I was gonna, but I figured they were gonna put their best defenders on Wilson. Is what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. Put your money up. Put your money up. Study your money up. Yeah.
That's why I don't bet on football. I play
Well,
fantasy.
it'd probably be a good reason.
Also
they should've
because-
bet on football.
First of all, you suck at fantasy football. So
I'm
that's-
winning 6 out of my 7 leagues right now.
Hey, listen, we're not gonna be winning anything if Juan keeps raising his voice. We're gonna be winning. He gets out the house first.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll be
Well, I'm
fine.
gonna get. I've been promised snacks already, so I'll be.
I'm dogging.
As everybody's running out the door, I'll be getting. Yeah.
I'm playing for money. The three that I'm most
The
care
rat?
about the most.
That's who
why
you
I
heard
look at
Hey, you want to know how many Tyler Algier had last year in his first game?
How many?
10
10 carries.
in his first game, and then 6 the next, and then 10.
What
He-
was
he-
the rest of that stat line in the first game though?
Oh, he only had 30 yards rushing,
He had
And
That's
did,
it.
did he have any touchdowns?
No, but-
Did
but he also had Cordero Patterson, and he wasn't an 8th overall
look-
pick.
Did he look as good as Bijan did?
No, but he looks better now, and he was a 5th round pick. He was a 5th round pick.
Mhm.
Out of what school?
And he's
Out of
gonna
what school?
be a great backup.
Yeah, Bijan will if he
No.
keeps it up like this.
Sean keeping that starting position.
Tyler Algier had two pay dirts. That's huge. Team looks at that's huge.
Special names.
Yeah. Okay.
Top names.
Yeah.
I got you.
You said 11, man. It's 11:20.
Real
meant to say Ryan Yeagle standard time.
Real quick here, before we're about to sign off here. Does anybody have any last things they want to add?
What? Did Channing get to pick his rookie?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he didn't.
Go ahead.
We try to cut him off.
I know, always.
I have to agree with Trey on that one.
Jordan Addison.
Before we leave,
He's
who had the best rookie debut out of quarterbacks? What we say it was Anthony Richardson. Everybody.
I'll give
I
you
don't
that.
think that's even a contest.
That's not a question.
No, if you say Sam Helms, might show on you.
I can tell you who it wasn't. Nope. Guess again. A guy someone at this table was high on.
I was high on the team.
Stroud? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't do that.
Oh, Mr. Two-Pick.
Yeah, who was gonna be the best quarterback in this draft, Ryan? Who was gonna be the best quarterback in this draft?
CJ Stroud.
Too short?
You said CJ
Never
Stroud?
once said Bryce Young. Never once. Pull the tape.
And on the next live, that's how we're gonna start it. We're not gonna do the intro. We're gonna do that.
Ryan was wrong.
You can pull the tape.
Ooh,
Pull the tape.
you don't want to pull the tape.
We got some hours of film to catch up.
Because
I'm watching the whole draft episode.
Tastes good, don't it?
That shit tastes weird, man. I need some tobacco on my life.
Anybody else before we wrap it up here? Anybody else got any?
There was some other things.
Shout out, bro, for bringing up the Saints. I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to be biased.
I ain't being
No,
biased.
always be biased when it comes to your squad.
Anyone's predictions are changing after week 1? Who's winning their divisions?
Yeah, for some dumbass reason, I let him get in my head. And the last episode, I picked the Saints. The Falcons are. I said it all offseason and switched for one episode because he got in my head. The Falcons are winning the division.
You meant to say
Yeah.
I was right.
This is where I'm going to switch mine to. Saints are winning that division.
I don't think Carr's it, but I think we're still winning the division.
I need to switch mine. The Cowboys are winning.
Man,
their
fuck
division.
you.
Whoa.
All right, and that's where we end this podcast.
That's where it is.
Shit, real.
Right before we go here, we want to thank our sponsor, the Green Olive Pub.
Green Olive.
Make sure you go check them out. They're a local, bar in town. They sell great food. The wings are phenomenal. Best ranch in Grant County. I'll stand on that one.
Don't forget about what we're doing the next coming weeks.
But you can stand on yours all you want.
Hey, don't forget what we're doing the next couple weeks. What's coming up in September at the end of this month? What we doing? We got Ducktail Run. We'll be there. Make sure you guys come see us. We got plenty
We're
of shit.
selling bracelets and only bracelets.
We're also gonna do some contests as well. So make sure you guys come see us. We're all go.
Make sure everybody give them the wink.
Yeah.
Everybody already did. You're the last.
Yeah, only come get bracelets,
So just make sure you guys.
That's only if you subscribe.
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe, they're gonna cost you some money.
If you subscribe, they're free. If you don't, they're $2.
Don't say that word. People are going to think they have to buy. You just got to follow. You follow.
Just follow
It's
our
free.
page. You follow right before you walk up to the tent. Bam, you got a free bracelet.
Well,
And it don't cost you nothing later, man.
Just some fun entertainment.
that's it from us. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Gang.